Hello there, grade 4 students, and welcome to New Vision International School Virtual Learning. I'm Mr. Bernard, your math teacher for today. Before we start, see to it that you have the following materials. Number 1, your math book. Number 2, your pen. Number 3, your extra paper. And number 4, your ruler. In this video, you're gonna learn the continuation of Lesson 11-2. Make line plots. Open your book on page 600. The objective. Represent data using line plots and interpret data in line plots to solve problems. In the previous video, I told you to answer this part. Pause it for a while to check your answer. Math practices and problem solving. Number 6. Define outlier. Like what you have learned in the previous video, an outlier is any number in a dataset that is very different from the rest of the numbers. Give an example using the line plot below. In this illustration, 67 is an outlier. Number 9. Higher order thinking. If you made a line plot of Trisha's times using 0 and 5 minutes as the boundaries, would the outlier be more or less obvious than if the boundaries of your line plot were 50 and 75 seconds? It's gonna be less obvious. Explain. The data would be clustered around 1 minute mark. Did you understand? Great! Common Core Assessment. Problem number 10. Brianna is making bracelets for her friends and family members. The bracelets have the following lengths in inches: 6, 6 and 3/4, 6 and 1/4, 5 and 3/4, 5, 6, 6 and 2/4, 6 and 1/4, 6, and 5 and 3/4. Use the dataset to complete the line plot. Draw the dots and write the scale values. In this problem, you must arrange the numbers like this. And you put 1 up of 5, 2 dots up of 3/4, 3 dots up of 6, 2 dots up of 6 and 1/4, 1 dot up of 6 and 2/4, and 1 dot up of 6 and 3/4. Let us answer homework and practice. For numbers 1 to 4, use the line plot at the right. Number 1. Aiden has 2 toy cars that measure 2 and 1/4 inches, 3 that measure 2 and 3/8 inches, 1 that measures 2 and 7/8 inches, 1 that measures 2 and 1/8 inches, and 1 that measures 2 and 3/4 inches. Use this data to complete the line plots at the right. According to this data, we must put 1 up of 2 and 1/8, 2 up of 2 and 2/8, or 2 and 1/4, 3 up of 2 and 3/8, 1 dot up of 2 and 6/8, or 2 and 3/4, and 1 dot up of 2 and 7/8. Question number 2. How long is Aiden's longest toy car? Correct. It's 2 and 7/8 inches. Number 3. Which length appears most often on the line plot? Very good. It's 2 and 3/8 inches. And number 4. Are more cars shorter or longer than 2 and 1/2 inches? What is your answer? Excellent. It's shorter. Number 7. Class members read the following number of pages over the weekend: 9, 11, 7, 10, 9, 8, 7, 13, 2, 12, 10, 9, 8, 10, 11, 12. Which number is an outlier? Explain your reasoning. You can draw a line plot to help you find outliers. Your answer will be 2, because the number 2 is very different from the rest of the numbers in the dataset. So again, the outlier is 2. Number 8. Higher order thinking. Tony wants to make a line plot of the distances he rode his bike last week. He rode the following distances in miles: 3, 4 and 1/2, 6, 3, 5 and 1/2, 3, 5 and 1/2. Make a line plot for the distances Tony rode. Pause the video to answer the question. Now, let's check your answer. Same answer? Great! Overview.
Hi, Alex. What you doing? Hi, kid. I just measured the length of my friend's fingers in inches. These are the measurements. I want a way to organize this data. You know what would work great? A line plot. To make line plots, we draw a number line. The number line doesn't have to start with 0. We can choose a scale based on the data collected. So, since this data is all 3 inches or greater, let's make our number line from 3 to 4. The scale should show data values from least to greatest. Next, we write a title for the line plots. How about lengths of Alex's friend's fingers? Sounds good. Then we include a label for the numbers. Those numbers are in inches. Now we draw a dot for each length. There are 2 3s, so I put 2 dots above the 3. Let's see. There are 2 3 and 1/2. Notice how we are making all the dots the same size and lining them up horizontally from each other? This makes it easier to read and interpret. Oh, I almost forgot the 3 and 1/4. And it goes right there. Now, let's check something out. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of data. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots on our line plots. Perfect. I sure like line plots. Me too. But I may just like dots more. Ah, it's a plot of dots.
Task to do. Check your Pearson account and do the assigned practice. Thank you so much, grade 4 students. Till next lesson. Bye.